Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It is Christopher Tompkins with your morning huddle. How the hell is your week going along so far? Good? Well, it's hump day, and hump day is usually a good day to have something fun to focus on. I always find that Wednesdays can be a little dull because Monday is kind of what happened over the weekend and what can we do to catch up. And there's kind of like a little bit of a race. And Tuesday is kind of like, okay, let's set the rest of the week up for success. And then Wednesday is kind of like, this is the slog. This is when you have to do a lot of extra work. I don't know if your weeks work like that, but sometimes at the Go Agency, that's kind of how it works. And today in our meeting, we were just talking about different things that we were thinking. I like to add a little bit of brainstorming in our morning meetings sometimes, especially on Wednesdays, because I do feel that it's a good time to start, just talking about some things. So we'll pick a client and we'll say, hey, do we have any new ideas for this client? And we just kind of share some ideas. We like to keep our strategy going on an ongoing basis and trying to keep things fresh, because in this environment, things are moving so quickly that something might pop up across our plate that we really want to dive into quickly. So today, one of the things that came up are podcasts. And we have quite a few clients that are just perfect for this right now. But we've done this with a lot of clients in the past. And podcasting is something that I guess a lot of people do feel like we're talking about. We talked about video yesterday, I think, and podcast is kind of like the other side of it. Also, hot tip: you can just videotape you doing your podcast, and then you have a video and a podcast. But I digress. But the thing is that with podcasting, you're able to connect with people on a different medium. Okay? I don't always want to look at something. Sometimes I just like to hear things, and I want to focus on something else so I can multitask, like we all do, right? We're all multitasking. Even though we are working remotely right now, that doesn't matter. We're still doing same old, just a little bit more faster, possibly because we have more time. So why podcasts, and why are they important? Now, aside from the average things that I would say, such as they'll really build your business, they're really great to get a medium out there for your information to be consumed in a different way, because people are used to reading you, maybe they're used to seeing your face, whatever. Maybe you do presenting, maybe you do networking. It's just another avenue for you to explore. But the beauty of them truly is three things, okay? First one is credibility. Podcasts immediately give you credibility. So we have a podcast. It's called the Social Marketing Academy. Have you not listened to it already? Come on. You got to go check it out in Apple iTunes. You can check it out on Overcast, Stitcher. It's everywhere. The Social Marketing Academy. With me, your host, Chris Tompkins. And but that has been a real winner for me in particular, because when I was trying to build up our reputation as a company and myself as an expert in the field, back when I started the agency, podcasting was one of the first things that I went in to do. And I was amazed at the response that I got from it. And it is an instant credibility builder. You're able to latch yourself to other experts to have as guests that will then increase your credibility. Saying that you do a podcast and then it's regular and then people can find you on iTunes and whatever, it's really impressive to them. And it's also going to be less impressive over time and more the norm. Now, what I mean by that is that maybe, let's flash forward in 5 years, maybe if you don't have a podcast, you're missing the trick. You know what I mean? So I think getting into working out that muscle now is a good one to do. Much like video, this is something that is really important for you to jump into. So credibility is number one. With credibility comes visibility. Visibility is absolutely paramount because you're going to be visible on a lot more platforms, right? So a great tool that I use, it's a podcast aggregator / studio. Just Google it. All these words will make sense when you read it. It's Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio helps you upload shows. They do lots of different things. Again, not being paid and compensated by them, but throw me a check if you want Blog Talk Radio. But it is a really great way. You can see how many people are listening to your show, and you'll be amazed at how many people are listening to it. And that is Those are people that you would have never reached through possibly another medium. Because like I was saying, if you're dealing with email marketing, people will turn that off. But people have to choose to listen to you. And if maybe you send out an email to promote your podcast and someone listens to it and go, wow, I'd rather listen to him or her rather than reading this stuff. I don't really have time to be reading blogs on marketing. I just listen to it, or whatever your field is. So that's another thing. You'll get a lot more visibility. And I think my favorite piece, which is it's my favorite because I'm a marketing guy, it's the branding elements of it. The branding elements of it are fantastic. So you're able to create the look and feel of your brand. You're going to have theme music. You're going to have topics. What are you going to sound like? What is your podcast icon going to look like? What's the show description? What's the show structure? This is so much fun to put together. It's a little scary at first because you're like, how am I going to execute that? But I'm talking about, these are just the benefits and how you can get started. So again, credibility, visibility are two of my favorites, and then of course, branding. So those are the three main benefits of podcasting. I feel there's a lot more. You can monetize them. You can do a lot of things with them. But my takeaway here for you is this. If you want to be positioned as an expert, or you really want to share information that is going to help other people out there that are going to be your customers or whatever your message is, podcasting is a really great way of doing it. And it can be very simple to set up, or you can overcomplicate it depending on what your way of handling projects is. But I think that taking a look at podcasting as a viable marketing channel would be another way for you to get your message out. So view it as a marketing channel. And also, don't view it as a marketing channel like I'm going to get on my podcast and sell, like I'm on AM radio. You want to do it like in an engagement function. So it's engaging. You can still give away stuff. I mean, goodness, you listen to Tim Ferriss or Gary Vaynerchuk or any of these guys, they're constantly trying to get you to go to their website to check something out and whatever. You can do that because guess what? The percentage of their show that's promotional and, they have paid promotional adverts, which is another way you can make some money off a podcast, is getting people to advertise on your podcast once it's popular. But there's tons of different things that you can do. So look into podcasting. It could be something that's interesting, a creative thought for Wednesday, something to shake things up a little bit. All right, guys and gals, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow on the Morning Huddle. Until then, Christopher Tompkins, Morning Huddle. You want to learn more about the Go Agency? Hey, check us out online, gosalesandmarketing.com. Again, that's gosalesandmarketing.com. And also, listen to the podcast. I'm going to be recording some of those. I'm going to be recording some today, so you can definitely check those out. It's going to be Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, Overcast, wherever you check it out. All right, Google Play, whatever. All right, folks, I'll see you soon.